Okay, on the agenda today, I've got some culverts that I've recently picked up, and I want to put down in my stream, so I have some crossovers. Today I'm just going to set one, about a 10 footer. It's a funny story. I was on a run, a morning run, and I came across this job site, and they were ripping out these culverts. They're 12 footers, or I'm sorry, 12-inch culverts, and I got a total of 39 feet for literally a case of beer. For whatever reason, probably a contract, so they were replacing them, but there's nothing wrong with these. They're galvanized, perfectly fine. They had to cut them up in 3 pieces, but anyways, yeah, I just asked him what he was going to do with them. He said, I'm just going to take them to the scrap yard. I'm like, well, shoot, I'll take them off your hands for the price of scrap. He said, don't worry about it, just get us a case of beer. Now, I've never bought beer in my life. I do consider myself straight edge, so that was maybe like an internal dilemma. But I got over it. We're talking probably $500 to $700 worth of culvert pipe for literally 40 bucks. So I don't care if other people drink. I just choose not to. So yeah, maybe I went against my principles a little bit there. But they were happy to they were happy that I was taking them off their hands. They didn't have to drive all the way out to the scrapyard, and I was happy to get them. I've been kind of looking for them. This is just going to be in my stream area, which isn't a huge stream. Steady flow, but not a huge stream, so 12 inches is plenty big. So anyways, I'll just take you along. It's a little windy today, and this is exactly why I'm doing it, because there's a front coming in. For us, it's hot today. It's probably about 80 degrees, and we're almost at the end of October, which is unheard of. But two forces collide. We're probably going to get some pretty gnarly storms tomorrow. Yeah, and that's fine. We haven't had rain for probably 6 weeks. Any significant amount of rain. See how dry it is? It's just everything's cracking and crunching when you drive on it or walk on it. So yeah, I'm gonna get the 10 footer out of here. We'll probably switch over to my bucket. We'll go place it. We'll kind of do some dirt work afterwards and call it a day. So it should be a fairly short video. I'm gonna try to get off the trailer with my forks, just because otherwise I got to get a chain and all that stuff. So, hey, what are you doing? I'm gonna adjust my approach that way. All right, let's try that. These things are actually pretty heavy, being steel, and there's probably a little gravel and whatnot in there too. Since I got this grapple on the bucket, I've got to hook up the hydraulics and stuff, and it's just easier to do without the tractor running. You can do it with the tractor running, but turning it off relieves that pressure a bit, so that's why I turn it off. And then of course I got to lock my bucket into place. Okay, sit down to the stream. So I will say one good thing about kind of a drought, or no rain for a while, is the pond just clears up. Ivan, stay back. Come on. Just look how clear that water is. Beautiful. And this is spring fed, so that's why the levels are staying where they're at. Like I said, it is a windy day today. Oh, so look who just had to sit in the water. I just bathed him 2 days ago. Oh, it does not like the heat. Probably about 80 degrees today. Over on this side where the dock is and stuff, I mean, it's at least 15, I'd say probably a good 17 feet in the center. Of course, it tapers down, and fish definitely go there during the winter. And then over there, it averages probably about 4 feet deep. And you can kind of see where that log is in the middle. Just put that for fish habitat. But there's a ridge that goes all the way around and connects over there to the beach. And that kind of helps keep the silt out of the deep end over here. Of course, you know, still gonna get some in there 20 years down the road. Just take the excavator and clean it out. So, okay, back to the culvert. Okay, that's pretty much the gist of it. I'm gonna kind of show you. I got some more work to do. I'm gonna bring down some big pieces of concrete and kind of line out the ends, and then of course pack it. And I don't really need this super wide, just wide enough maybe for my tractor, but mainly for UTVs, dirt bikes, and stuff like that, the fun toys. So yeah, you know, I got some manual digging to do. I'll spare you that. I'll talk about boring. But yeah, just a short video, kind of show you what I'm doing today. And see, we don't have a lot of flow, but it's still wet, so it's flowing enough. And we're quite a ways from the pond. Oh, there's a piece of firewood. Yeah. So that was from earlier this spring when we did get a ton of rain. That's why everything is still so green. But the pond is quite a ways up there, like right there. And when it did overflow because of, I think we got like 3 or 4 inches in like 2 hours. And we do have a lot of runoff too from the woods. I live in a pretty hilly area. But anyways, when that happened, I had the boat tied off and pulled the post right out of the ground, and the boat ended up, well, right about where that down dead tree is, and my dog maybe. So, okay. Getting low in fuel anyways on the tractor. Last thing I want to do is run out of fuel. Newer tractors are a little easier to start. Don't really got to bleed anything, but I'm going to call it a day and see how this holds up. And maybe I'll bring you back, give you an update. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care.